This tip is brought to you by Becky's Glue All. My turbo tip is on aligning fussy things, okay? Now, this is a nebula block. It's a perfect example of aligning fussy things. Now, let me show you. I have something on here I am not happy with. Brett, we're going to need a close-up on why
That's what I'm working on.
So, let me find it first. Oh, yeah. If you look real close at this piece right here,
Yeah.
see how those do not quite line up? Is that shown on camera? I can see it on the camera. I was pointing to the wrong section though. It's showing up over here, right here, this one.
Okay.
See how, can you see how those are off?
All right, let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, I just made everybody seasick. I'm sorry.
It's got to be needed. See how they're not lined up?
That right there?
Yes.
No.
They are not lined up.
Oh. Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
No, they aren't lined up. They aren't. They're off by a good,
1/100th of an
inch.
I will confirm. I will confirm that they are off.
You'd like to be able to see it because I'm going to show you how easy it is to fix it.
Okay, well.
I'm going to zoom in more. There, see, if you zoom in.
See?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
See?
Do you see how terrible that is?
I cannot
Yes.
believe.
I would lose sleep.
I cannot believe that you let that out of your sewing room like that.
I usually do not. I wanted to show people how to fix it.
Would you leave it?
I usually do not. So what I'm going to show you tonight is, look, I only got to do 2 of these blocks a month. So I'm going to spend the time to get them just right. This could finally be the quilt I can put in a show. You won't know. But it won't go into a show with that on.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to show you, first of all, how easy something like that is to fix after the fact. Because it's already sewn together and you're thinking, oh no, what a pain, I have to rip it all out. No, do not rip it all out. Here's my box
See,
of
I
goodies.
would. It's tiny.
You don't want to rip it all out because it's going to make a bigger mess if you rip it all out. All I'm going to do is I'm going to rip out a little bit.
Right, you're giving a good shot of the back of your head.
Well, who set up these cameras?
We're working on it. We're gonna get it.
I'm just going to rip out a little bit without making a hole, I hope.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Of course, I really stitch with a small stitch. There we go. Okay, I got it.
Oh, we can.
So you're not gonna take out the whole row?
No, I'm just going around this little intersection like that. See that? That's all they did. See? That much. This is really hard. There, see? That much. That much.
We're starting early.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue. Fred, watch
Yes.
this. I'm going to glue the hole.
You're gonna glue the
I'm
hole.
gonna glue the hole.
The hole you just put your finger through. You're
Yeah,
gonna glue.
I'm going to put just a little, we need a close-up camera. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on here, okay? Just a little, where my problem area is. Can you see that?
Can you move it up because I can't make that count.
Okay. See,
Yeah,
I
so
put just
come
a
over
little
here
bit of, oh, for goodness sake. I put just a little bit of glue in there, okay? See that?
Mm-hmm.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put my seams where I want them to be. Like right where I want them to be. See that? And then I'm going to heat set it. What is that? I'm going to heat set it so it can't move. Now, doesn't that look better? You're not paying attention.
I am paying attention. I'm watching whatever Eddie's magic is happening.
Okay, did we lose sound again? Now I'm going to my sewing machine.
Alright, sewing machine.
Excuse me. And all I'm going to do is stitch a little bit before my hole.
Okay.
How much easier.
Don't so fast. That was you, wasn't it? That's no
That-
wonder your seams were wonky.
Well, if you're gonna sew, you're
Do
gonna
you
sew.
sew at that speed?
Of course I do.
Oh my lord. Okay, so all I did was, you saw me, I took out a few stitches and I just, now in this case I want to open the seam because that's what this this is my live quilt I'm working on, by the way. So this isn't a sample. So I'm doing something I really want to do.
Okay.
So now I'm just popping that seam open because the instructions are press your seams open. So where I glued it, I just have to pop it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there now a pucker from moving it?
No, you watch. I'm going to show you close up.
Okay, well, I'm thinking that once you move the fabric
was-
one way or another,
It
wouldn't
was
pucker?
so close
It
that
wasn't-
it can't be a pucker.
Okay.
There wasn't enough difference to make
When
a
you're
pucker.
sewing, you always sit there and have give and take, a little bit of give and take. You do. If I had a bigger mistake than that, I wouldn't have opened just a little thing like that. But if I have a few seams that are off just a tad bit, I'm just going to open that. Now close up on this.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my God, there you go.
Oh, there we
Oh
go.
my God, it's perfect.
It is. It is. It is now ready to go to the show. I'm telling you, if you unstitch it and use pins again, you're still going to have the same little problem. Because it's the pins in here that are causing that little bit of offness. So then the second thing on this, when we go to line these up, is they have, you'll see, points up here that have to be exact when they get nested together. Right? Now
Yeah.
what you'll see, a lot of people do is what they call the 3-pin hang method. And what they do is they stick a pin in here.
Your head's in the way.
Oh my gosh. Stick a pin in here.
Can we maybe walk around with the camera?
And then they stick a pin in this one where they're supposed to both meet up. And they push them together and you make sure your pin is standing straight up and down.
So that wool mat really helps for this because you can just tack it to the mat.
No,
No. Okay.
it will in my way. But this is what they do. And then they put a pin on this side of it. This is called a 3-pin hang method. And then they put a pin on this side of it.
Crap, that's a lot of work.
Well, you want to match these up. And then you take this pin out.
I love that you assume that I'd want to match those up.
So when you go to the sewing machine, you have a pin on either side of the seam, and the theory is that that will stay where it's supposed to stay. And the reason I say theory is, to most degrees it'll stay where it's supposed to stay, but it can still move a little, just like you saw my other one move a little. So, if you want to do it once and get it right the first time, this is where my wool mat comes in handy. I
Yeah.
stick my pin through my wool mat.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks dangerous.
Nice and straight like that.
I don't think that's coming through if you're at home watching this on YouTube. That,
There's a pin
there's
right
a
here.
pin sticking right through that, and I just have these nightmares of stepping
Actually-
on it and like, oh,
What I do is
Gives me the
sometimes
willies.
do more than one pin because you'll watch. And then I'm going to put this piece right over the top of that pin. This is, now, Kimberbell does something like this with thumbtacks, but they're too thick. These are my extra fine pins.
glass head pins.
Yes.
Yes, glass head pins. Are,
So, now I can't even get it where I want it to be. See how finicky this stuff is?
yeah, you make me nervous. Gonna stab yourself.
No, I
and
know
bleed
what
all
I'm
over
doing.
everything.
I know what I'm doing. So anyway, and then I would do the same thing over here.
You know what one of my worst fears is?
Hey, I found, oh, that's
Her bleeding on your stuff.
No, like I don't know
And
why.
then-
There's like this weird subconscious fear I have. Like when I'm helping like work on like houses like hanging sheetrock or something. If you ever have a nail sticking out of the wall below eye level, it freaks me out. I'm always afraid I'm gonna trip and
Okay,
catch
well
my eye on
then
it.
stick
I
the
don't
pin.
know why.
You can stick the pin through this way too. You can do it this way. The whole idea though is I
You
want you
just
to.
said he couldn't.
He can. He says I'm making him nervous, so I'm going this way.
Hey, no, you can go that. I'm
No?
just saying.
Okay, look, I
It's
do
on.
this.
It's on the cutting mat. It's not hanging on the wall, so I'm not worried about falling on it.
But
taking
you've
my
got to
eye out.
you've got to get this pin straight up and down. You can't be angling it in there. You see what I'm saying? It's got to go there. All right.
You know what you need to do?
But I'm gonna do
You
this
need
so
to
I
make
don't
some
get you
weird
nervous.
gadget that does this automatically.
No, I usually leave these in my board sticking up in the corner. Brenda, do you have a question?
You're in trouble.
Brenda? Do you have something you'd like to share with the class?
How long does it take you to do one of those blocks?
Brenda, I don't have to do this on every seam.
Oh,
And you know when this helps a lot is in those seams where you can't really match them up like this because one's going this way and one's going that way, and they only meet a 1/4 inch below, and there's nothing else there to
You gotta
line
be
it up
careful.
with.
You gotta be careful with those kitten
but
wrists.
a little bit, a little bit of glue on on that thing and set it and it's there.
Well, that's what I'm going to do now.
Oh,
After you put the pins in?
It's lined up perfect.
Okay, overhead.
So now I don't have to worry about it moving.
Well, we thought we were going to get an overhead shot.
See, I'm just putting a little glue here.
Your hair looks fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank
It
you.
does.
I'm putting
And your
it.
nails look good.
You know what? You got to stop talking about my nails because my mother-in-law's wondering what other fetish you have.
I'm not sure that's a fetish, but okay. I just noticed nails.
She said.
I mean, if women are going to go through the trouble to do their nails, I'm going to
She
just
said,
say those are
what,
nice nails.
what is it with him and your nails? I said, I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
when is she coming back up?
Nay.
In May?
So there. So now look. No, now I'm pressing it. Right.
Okay.
Got my glue in my seam. I'm just heat setting it. I'm not putting any other pins in though.
Oh, thank God.
I was going to say, those two are enough worry.
They're quite the peanut gallery. Now keep in mind, if I don't get this quite right, I'm going to use my other method to fine tune it.
Take it.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
But here's what else you can do.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Before you even go to the
See, I'm,
sewing
I'm
machine,
allergic to pinning.
before you even go to the sewing machine, look what I can do.
Oh, you can check and see it's lined up.
And is it Brent?
Yes, it is. Not really. Off over there, see? Just the hair.
Well, no, I swear I folded it. I haven't sewed it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't sold it yet. When I'm looking to do my points line,
Yeah, it
I
looks
haven't
good.
put a seam. My glue is within my seam allowance.
Okay.
It's not the seam allowance.
Okay. Then it's going to look fantastic.
So do y'all see that at home? You can actually look. Oh, never mind.
I can do
You can actually test your alignment before you even go to your sewing machine, and there's no pins to take out when I do go to my sewing machine. So Brenda can laugh at me all she wants, but I didn't
So-
have to pin it.
That seam right there in
And
the
I'm
middle
not going to go over any pin.
has not been sewn
It
yet.
has not been sewn yet. But look,
Nice. It,
and it's you can pile these up. I can't because it's the only one. But there it is. It's ready to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to do
Nice.
the next one. How about that?
that's pretty amazing.
It is very amazing.
Oh, shush.
Wow.
Shush. Let's do a quiz.